Like I remember I tweeted something about the Sam Harris, like when he had that clip, and it's just the amount of responses I get where people who are agreeing with me, but they'll say things like, they're like, this guy is such an idiot, and you're like, no, he's not. Like
no,
that's kind of the whole interesting thing here. It's like, no, he's not dumb. Like he's a really brilliant neuroscientist or whatever, a neurologist, whatever he is. Like he ain't dumb. You know what I mean? And like that's kind of more fascinating, actually.
It is more fascinating.
You know, like wrong and stupid are not synonymous.
Right.
Like they're two very different things. And it's interesting. Michael Malice has that line where he goes, it's much easier to train a smart dog. Mm-hmm. And so like the idea is almost like sometimes even being very intelligent makes you more susceptible to propaganda. Like it's easier to kind of like train the intelligent.
I think the real problem is ego. The people don't ever want to admit they were wrong.
That's a big part of it.
We were talking about this last night about the importance of not being married to your ideas. Your ideas are not you. They're just ideas. And that you have to recognize when you're holding on to ideas because you have made this connection, that you have said this thing and this thing is a part of you. And if you say that this thing is incorrect, then you failed. And you're wrong, and you're not as good as you. So you try to find a way where you were good, and you try to find a way where you can kind of manipulate language and maybe even fucking change the information. Like, let's imagine if the information was different.
Yeah.
Let's imagine if 10% of the people die. Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, like if your argument is reduced to like, okay, you made this point and you were right and I made this point and I was wrong. But imagine a situation where your point was wrong.
Right.
And my point was right. How about now?
Yeah, let's not imagine that. Let's look at what actually happened, and you should be apologizing.
Yeah, it's like we could play your imagination game in a few minutes, but first let's just talk about like what really happened,
right,
and who was right and who was wrong.
And